ready for a story, nod your head. Green inside, because the best go well.
2. Hi friends, it's Miss Rachel. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Let's go ahead and get started. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, thump your feet. If you're ready for a story, thump your feet. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, thump your feet. If you're ready for a story, rub your tummies. If you're ready for a story, rub your tummies. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, rub your tummies. If you're ready for a story, nod your head. If you're ready for a story, nod your head. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, nod your head. If you're ready for a story, sit so still. If you're ready for a story, sit so still. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, sit so still. Let's do open and shut them. Open and shut them. Open and shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open and shut them. Open and shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, but do not let them in. Good job. All right, we have our whipped cream tree today with our cherries on top. We're going to say way up high in the whipped cream tree. 5 little cherries smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could, and down came the cherry. And instead, we're going to think of our most favorite dessert so we can say, and plop went the cherry on top. All right, way up high in the whipped cream tree. 5 little cherries smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could, and plop went the cherry on top. All right, we have 4 cherries way up high in the whipped cream tree. 4 little cherries smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could, and plop went the cherry on top. All right, how many cherries do we have? 3. Way up high in the whipped cream tree. 3 little cherries smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could, and plop went the cherry on top. All right, how many cherries do we have? 2. Way up high in the whipped cream tree. 2 little cherries smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could, and plop went the cherry on top. All right, how many cherries are still up in my tree? 1. Way up high in the whipped cream tree. 1 little cherry smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could, and pop went the cherry on top. Good job, everyone. All right, let's go ahead and get into our books. We're going to have some Valentine's Day books today because Valentine's Day is on Tuesday. Our first book is Click, Clack, Moo. I love you. It's Valentine's Day on the farm, but there is work to be done before the big dance. To keep the pigs healthy, Farmer Brown cleans up the pig pen. To keep the donkeys happy, Farmer Brown stocks the stable. And to keep the animals safe from the foxes and raccoons, Farmer Brown mends the fence. Little Duck worked too hard. She tied balloons and everything. She hung streamers up. She strung sparkly lights between everything, and she made hearts out of anything she could find. When Little Duck was finished, there was paint on her face, glitter in her wings, and valentines for everyone. That evening, Little Duck greeted each guest at the door. The chickens arrived first. Little Duck handed each chicken a valentine. The chickens handed her a casserole. And the pigs arrived next. Little Duck handed each pig a valentine. And the pigs handed her chips and salsa. The sheep arrived fashionably late, and she handed each sheep a valentine. The sheep headed right for the chips and salsa. The cow had more formal affair, and we're out for the evening. Join us for the divine bovine ball. When the music came on, the chickens danced. When the pigs danced with the pigs, and the sheep danced with the sheep, and the mice did with the mice. On the other side of the fence at the top of the hill, a little fox heard the music. She perked up her ears and called, "Yip, yip, yip." Nobody answered, but there were streamers in the trees, and little fox climbed down the hill, and she called, "Yip, yip, yip." But nobody answered. But there were balloons to lead the way. Little fox trotted down the fence, and she called, "Yip, yip, yip," and nobody answered. But there still was a trail of hearts to follow. So Little Fox dug a hole. Little Fox arrived at the barn covered in streamers and glitter, and she called, "Yip, yip, yip." And the chicken stopped, the sheep stopped, and the pig stopped dancing, and the mice hustled right out into the hay. Little Fox called again, "Yip, yip, yip." And Little Duck was not scared. She greeted the new guest. She handed Little Fox her last valentine. Little Fox handed her a valentine right back, and Duck turned the music up. The chickens danced with the sheep, and the pigs danced with the chickens. And the mice kept right on hustling, and everybody danced with everyone until the cows came home. Good job. All right, we're going to do our Little Red Valentine. I love you. We're going to start with the color red. And next, we're going to move on to white. And we have pink. And we have blue. And we have purple. All right, here we go. Little Red Valentine, I love you. Little Red Valentine, I love you. Little Red Valentine, I love you. White one says, I love you too. All right, now we have to start with white. White little Valentine, I love you. White little Valentine, I love you. White little Valentine, I love you. Pink one says, I love you too. Pink little Valentine, I love you. Pink little Valentine, I love you. Pink little Valentine, I love you. Blue one says, I love you too. Blue little Valentine, I love you. Blue little Valentine, I love you. Blue little Valentine, I love you. Purple one says, I love you too. Purple little Valentine. Valentine, I love you. Purple little Valentine, I love you. Purple little Valentine, I love you. Next one says, I love you too. Great job, everyone. All right, we're going to do our hearts and kisses and hugs. We're going to say 1 little, 2 little, 3 little hearts, and 10 little hearts and a kiss. And then we're going to do a kiss and then a hug. It goes like this. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little hearts, 4 little, 5, 6 little hearts, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little hearts, 10 little hearts, and a kiss. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little kisses, 4 little, 5, 6 little kisses, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little kisses, 10 little kisses, and a hug. 1 little, 2, 3 little hugs, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little hugs, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little hugs, 10 little hugs on Valentine's Day. Good job, everyone. All right, we're going to do our sign language song, I like to eat apples and bananas. 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 I like to drink milk and water. 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 I'd like more, please and thank you. 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 Our very last book is Groggle's Monster Valentine. It was Valentine's night in the dark forest, and Groggle was still working on his card. It had to be perfect because it was for Snarlina, his beast friend in the whole wide world. He found just the right heart-shaped leaf, and then he gathered up some bog slime and squirted up bold, gooey letters that said, to Snarlina, from Groggle. Roses are red, garbage is grimy, here's your Valentine, icky and slimy. Groggle admired his work. Wow, he said, this looks horribly good. He couldn't wait to show Snarlina. There was only one problem. Gobble, crunch, 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 slurp. He had a monstrous appetite. Groggle tried again. Bat wings are black. Dart frogs are blue. Here are some skunk flowers picked just for you. Crunch, 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 crunch. And again. As sure as these spiders are hairy, I like you so much, it's scary. Gobble, gobble, crunch, crunch. Go, he growled, I will not eat another Valentine. To make sure he was not hungry, Goggle whipped up his favorite snack, ants on a log, and munched, burp, until his belly was good and full. The next card will be the best of all, he said. There was so much that he wanted to say. It says, Dear Snarlina, whenever I'm with you, I had fun time. You're better than spiders. You're better than slime. I like it when we play hide and seek and pretend. You're monstrously super and such a good friend. Love, Groggles. Then he made a few extra just in case. Stomps loudly, never neat, awfully fun, roaring a lot, likes lurking, all tempered, nasty, always amazingly monstrous. Here's creepy Valentine. Hope you like the thorny vine. Thanks for being vine mine. Groggle decorated each card with care. He sprinkled them with shiny beetle glitter and tied on snake bows. They looked really awfully good, and Groggle licked his lips. Gobble, 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 and they tasted even better. He would go to Snarlina's house with what he had left. Groggle sighed. At least he saved the last bite. Knock, knock, knock. Snarlina flung the door open and growled. Groggle groaned, a little handed over the half-eaten, wrinkled, slobbery card. There was only one smudgy word left, and it read, friend. Snarlina howled. She gashed her teeth and stomped her hairy feet, and she tossed it in her mouth and ate it. Nom, 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 gulp. How terribly sweet, she said with a toothy grin. And then she gave Groggle a monstrous hug, and it was perfect. Thank you for a monstrous Valentine. All right, let's do Twinkle, Twinkle, and wave goodbye. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. All right, let's wave goodbye. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. With the friends at story time, we wave goodbye like this. We clap goodbye like this. We clap goodbye like this. With the friends at story time, we clap goodbye like this. We stomp goodbye like this. We stomp goodbye like this. With the friends at story time, we stomp goodbye like this. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope to see you next time.